Thomas Mengesha. He will fight for your rights with
Greetings and salutations. I am Captain Tom Mengesha, United States Army retired and the former adjutant for Base Support Battalion North out of Camp Buren, Kuwait. Folks, I received an email the other day, and they wanted to know what the military was like, and wanted me to tell them what to expect, and that caused me to think about reasons people join the military. So what I have done is I've come up with 25 reasons why people join the military, and hopefully for anyone out there contemplating joining the military, whether it be the Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine, or Coast Guard, or the new one that I'm gonna have an affinity for, and that's Space Force. That was around, I'd probably still be in the military before I retired. But what I'd like to do is I would like to kind of go over 25 reasons why someone joins the military, and maybe that will help you in your decisions as to whether or not you want to join the military. Now, these are in no particular order, but you know, one of the reasons someone may join the military is to serve their country. As one of the most common reasons that someone joins the military, they have a sense of call to service that arise. Maybe they have come through a patriotic family. My family, for example, my grandfather, uncles, father, they all served in the military. Brothers, I have a brother retired from the Army, another brother that retired from the Air Force. In fact, he was a Russian linguist and speaks Russian fluently. Figure that. He speaks Russian fluently. Another reason someone may decide to join the military is to learn a new skill or trade. Now, for those of you all who don't know, one of the things that happens when you join the military, particularly after boot camp, is you go to what is known as AIT, or Advanced Individual Training. That's where you learn your skills for what you will be doing while you're in the military. When I joined the military, as an example, I was a combat telecommunications center operator. I was both enlisted and officer. So enlisted service members, that's what they do. They go and learn their training, their college, they call it their college, or their education on their skill set on what they'd be doing in the military. Another reason someone may consider joining the military is to find a purpose. Some people join the military because they want a sense of purpose. They may have come from, say, a small town or even a large town, and they may have felt lost in the sauce. And by joining the military, something greater than themselves, it helps someone develop a purpose on who they are. Another reason that someone may join the military, and that's to travel. During my time in the military, my over 25 years of service in the military, I have traveled to many parts of the world. I've traveled to Panama, Honduras, Japan, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, many places around the world, Yugoslavia, Germany. Just many places that you can travel, and it's obviously at no cost to you. So that is one of the reasons, and I would encourage anyone, whether you join the military or not, to go out and see the world. Leave your zip code. I grew up on Pawleys Island, South Carolina, and I have a couple of my friends that are still there that have never left. Bless their heart, but they've never left. So shout out to you, Pawleys Island, South Carolina, and you know who I'm talking about. Another reason someone may join the military is to get physically fit. Oftentimes people think, well, you got to be physically fit before you join the military. Well, newsflash, many people who join the military aren't actually at their physical best. But what the military basic training does is it helps train you and gives you the right skill set and mindset to be in the best shape possible. When I joined the military way back when, I was a skinny kid from Pawleys Island, South Carolina, and joining the military certainly helped me get in much better shape. Now, we talked about a sense of patriotism for joining the military. Well, some people may also join the military to help pay for college. Join the military, there are all types of incentive programs that pay for college. And little known history fact is that some service members actually go to night school while they're in the military. And the military often covers all of those costs of doing that. And in addition to that, there are tens of thousands of dollars that will help you pay for college. One of the things that I did, as I spoke of earlier, I was enlisted and then I became an officer. The route that I became an officer was something known as the Army Green to Gold program. And I did a whole video about that on my channel, so go check it out. It's the Army Green to Gold program. They actually released me from my contract early to attend the University of South Carolina. Shout out to the Gamecocks, where I attended the University of South Carolina at no cost to me. Another reason people join the military could be to save money. When you're in the military, you don't have to pay your room. You don't have to pay for your board, which is your food. A lot of your travel, when you travel from one station to another, that is covered. And so you're able to save money. When I was stationed in the war zone of Iraq, there was another captain there, and he was actually a millionaire. And he never did anything but serve in the military. He was tight with his money, or I should say he was frugal with his money, but he became a millionaire as a captain. So that is something to keep in mind, that some people join the military to save money. Another reason to join the military is for adventure. Now, as I indicated, I traveled to many parts of the world, but having the adventure of going and experiencing a new culture, a new language, is something that many people will never have. I remember going to parts of Korea, and I'm certain they never saw a black face in their life in person. I was the first black man that they've ever seen in person. I would go, the way that I always move is I would go deep, deep, deep into the countryside where they've never seen Americans, foreigners, and from their land. And I did that when I was in Panama. I did that when I was in Korea, and just about everywhere I go, that's what I like to do, because I like to experience the culture, kind of an adventure, kind of like a safari, if you will. Another reason people join the military is because they have great medical benefits. One of the biggest expenses you will have in life, certainly it can be an automobile or a car, but if you ever fall on hard times and you become sick, that could be financially devastating. There's a report that I read several years ago that one of the biggest reasons people file for bankruptcy is because of medical bills. Well, in the military, you don't have any medical bills. All your medical care is free. Dental, medical, everything is free. Another reason is you want to be able to have some sense of job stability. No one has ever been fired. Well, I guess you've been fired from positions. You can't get laid off, generally speaking, though there are drawdowns, so I guess there's exceptions to everything, but there is job security. You're always going to get paid. Even when the government shuts down, they pay the military, and if they don't pay, they will always back pay you. So that's one of the things that you can have and ensure that will be around, and that is job stability. Another thing that is important, or a reason that someone would join the military, is the ability to retire early. Now, for those of y'all who may not know, you can actually join the military or sign a contract at 17 in what is known as the delayed entry program. Now, the delayed entry program is exactly just what it says. You can sign up, and then several months or a year or so later, you actually go on active duty. And that's kind of what I did. I actually signed my contract. My father signed at the age when I was 17 years old, when I was still a senior in high school. And then I went on active duty basic training 10 days after graduating from Winyah High School in Georgetown, South Carolina. So shout out to the Winyah Gators. And so by retiring early, by the way, I can't forget that. Retiring early will allow you, obviously, to draw a pension early. And so just imagine if you join the military at 17 or going at 18, you can be 37, 38 years old and draw a pension for the rest of your life. Now, how is that? It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Another reason people join the military is to gain experience. Being in the military, not only do you gain experience by becoming more mature, you're able to deal with other people from all walks of life, all belief systems, and the experience from that is just immeasurable. I can tell you right now that of all the things that I've accomplished in the world, from being an attorney to running a business to working for various organizations and government, I am most proud of the fact that I served 25 years in the military, both as an enlisted service member and as an officer. And the experience that I gained has helped me in all areas of my life. Another reason people join the military is through family tradition. As I indicated earlier, my father served in the military, uncle served in the military, brother served in the military, and so that is. And I have a nephew that's a lieutenant in the Air Force, and that is something that is a reason some people join the military. Now, I indicated that pay for college. Another reason is to find an alternative to college. Everybody doesn't have to go to college. There's many trade fields that you can learn for free while joining the military, and you don't have to go to college, thus saving even more money, particularly if you don't receive some sort of scholarship. Another reason people join the military is to earn respect. Oftentimes, people feel that they are not whole if they don't have the respect for others, and generally speaking, all things being equal, when someone looks at two people's resume and all things being equal, and one served in the military and one didn't, that kind of gives you a leg up in most areas. Another reason people join the military is to form friendships. When you come from, say, a small town, or you could form friendships and not even expect it. You could be a loner, but the fact that you're put in an environment with other people, you'd be surprised. People who you wouldn't think you would ever want to be friends with. You could become some of your best friends for the rest of your life. I serve with people who are so far right in their beliefs that they would make who's a very right-wing person. I would say, pick somebody. And I've served with people very on the far left. But what we have is we had a lot of respect and appreciation and love for each other. And two of them are still my friends, say, from both ends of the spectrum. Also, you would like to receive housing is another way, or a stipend or loans. These are things that you can have. There's something called the VA home-backed mortgages, where if you serve in the military honorable services, you'll be able to purchase a home without putting money down. Also, another reason why people join the military is to learn discipline. One of the things that people have oftentimes done through history is you've often heard the story of somebody was getting ready to go to prison, and the judge offered them, all right, join the army or go to jail. Or some very wealthy family or not so wealthy family, they put their wayward child in the military. Now, what I will say about that is that in and of itself is not going to be conclusive in helping someone. And you also have to have the desire to want to have discipline. There are people who join the military and they don't want discipline. They end up getting put out and, just ruin their lives even more. Another reason to join the military is to gain perspective. Sometimes, coming from different environments and you seeing someone's different point of view, you look at things differently. My friend who's far, far, far right on the spectrum, and my other friend who's far, far, far left on the spectrum, you kind of see the world through their eyes. Now, while we still may disagree on certain things, at least we have the opportunity to look and gain some different perspective. Another reason to join the military is to meet challenges. Oftentimes, I've ran into people who joined the military, and they joined the military because someone said they couldn't do it. Well, you know what? They joined the military. Not only did they finish basic training, but they excelled. They excelled and soared through the ranks of military service. Another reason to join the military is to earn military perks. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, there are restaurants and vacation spots that I've seen give anywhere from 10% up to 70% discounts. There are many military perks. If you're tired, you can have space available, travel around the world. If you go to Disney World, Shades of Grey, got to check it out. It's actually a place where you can stay on the campus or the area of Disney World, and it's among the most exclusive areas that you could find. You can go to Hawaii, I believe Waikiki Beach. There is a resort there that is solely for military personnel. Now, another reason people join the military is you get paid vacations, and that paid vacation starts immediately. You can join the military and have 30 days paid vacation a year, whereas you join some agencies, to include federal government, you're not necessarily going to start off with 30 days. You might start off with 2 weeks and kind of build your way up to that after about 15 years. So joining the military, you're going to get 30 days paid vacation. Another reason to join the military is you could get help starting a business. There is a small business administration for veteran-owned businesses. You get certain contract benefits awarded to you through government contracts. Those are various things that you can help in starting your business. Check it out by contacting the Small Business Administration. And there's a VA or a military agency area that can assist you with that. Another area or reason to join the military is you want to find a positive environment. Now, you might think that's counterintuitive. You're in the military, you possibly could get shot at or whatever. But I can tell you that being in the military, the discipline, there's order, there's structure, there's positive environment. Generally speaking, they don't tolerate nonsense. And that can certainly help improve your finances. It improves your emotional well-being. There are various agencies to help in all walks of life in your military area. And the other and final area or reason why people join the military, and that is to showcase leadership skills. And there is no better place to showcase leadership skills than by being in the military. If you're in the military, you have opportunities to lead one person or hundreds. But whatever you do, you're certainly not only going to be use your military leadership, but it could be rated and have feedback and become an even better leader in all of your endeavors. So there you have it. That is 25 reasons to join the military. And again, not in any particular order, but I'm sure this should help give you a better understanding on why folks join the military. Now, if you have another reason that you'd like to add to the list, go ahead and leave it down below. And if you have a favorite of the 25, go ahead and tell us why that is your favorite and how that could possibly help someone else. Well, with that, I wish you all blessings and blessings. Shalom.
Call on, call on, call on. Thomas Mengesha.